Enjoy your trip to Japan Okinawa region. There are many nationally famous sites, such as Shuri Castle in the tropical island of Okinawa, which is full of attractions such as stunning views, World Heritage sites, and delicious food. In addition to the many attractions, the warm climate throughout the year makes it an ideal place for sightseeing. This time, we will introduce some carefully selected sightseeing spots that are recommended for your trip to Okinawa. Let's enjoy Okinawa to the fullest, where we are sure that both first-time visitors and those who have visited many times will be satisfied. Shuri Castle Park. Shuri Castle was destroyed during the Battle of Okinawa during World War II. But most of it was restored in 1992, and in 2000 it was registered as a World Heritage Site, as part of the Gasuku sites and related properties of the Kingdom of the Ryukyus. In 2019, the main hall and other important buildings were destroyed again in a fire, but restoration work is currently underway. History. A rare ancient castle facility, nurtured by the history and culture of the Ryukyu Islands. The Ryukyu Kingdom was a monarchy that existed for 450 years from 1429 to 1879. The unique Ryukyu culture was nurtured through active trade with China, Japan, and Southeast Asia. Shuri Castle flourished as the political, diplomatic and cultural center of the kingdom. Attractions. Seiden. Currently under restoration. Seiden is the central building of Shuri Castle, and was the place where royal ceremonies and diplomatic ceremonies were held during the Ryukyu Kingdom period. Before it burned down, the main hall was a magnificent building with vermilion walls and golden dragon decorations, captivating visitors. Restoration work is currently underway and it is hoped that the statue will be seen again. Shurimon Gate. The symbolic gate of Shuri Castle, where the phrase, Shurei no Kuni, a country that values courtesy, is highly valued. Characterized by its red roof tiles and carved wooden ornaments. This gate, rich in Ryukyu culture, is the first thing visitors see and many take commemorative photos. Kankaimon Gate. This is the main entrance to Shuri Castle, and you can enter the castle grounds through here. The Chinese emperor's envoys, known as Sapashi, were invited to Shuri Castle, and the name was given to welcome these people. Ryutan Pond. A pond on the outskirts of Shuri Castle where royalty and officials once gathered and enjoyed boating. It is characterized by a beautiful landscape that blends in with nature, and you can still enjoy its tranquility today. West Azana Observatory. Located on a hill in Shuri Castle Park, it offers a beautiful view of Naha City in the East China Sea. It is especially known as a spot where you can see beautiful sunsets in the evening. Access by car. It takes about 30 minutes by car from Naha Airport to Shuri Castle. There are parking lots around Shuri Castle, but it gets busy on holidays and during peak tourist seasons, so we recommend arriving early. Yui Rail. Okinawa Urban Monorail. Take the Yui Rail from Naha Airport to Shuri Station. It takes about 30 minutes. It takes about 15 minutes on foot from Shuri Station to Shuri Castle. Bus. There is also a bus from Naha Bus Terminal to Shuri Castle Park entrance, so it is also convenient to access by public transportation. Things to note when visiting. 1. Facilities currently undergoing restoration work due to the effects of the fire in 2019. Restoration work is still being carried out on the main hall and its surrounding areas, and there are areas where access is restricted. We recommend that you check. 2. Weather and clothing. Okinawa has a very hot summer and a warm climate even in winter. If you visit in the summer, be sure to bring a hat, sunscreen, and drink plenty of water. Also, during the rainy season, there can be sudden rainfall, so it is a good idea to bring rain gear. Cultural consideration. Shuri Castle is an important place that symbolizes the history and culture of the Ryukyu Kingdom era. As it is both a tourist destination and a historical heritage, actions must be taken with an eye on culture and history. Summary. This park is centered around Shuri Castle, where some buildings, including the main hall, were destroyed in a fire. There are many cultural assets scattered around the area that date back to the Ryukyu Kingdom era, such as the Shurimon Gate, Sanohyan Utaku Stone Gate, Ingakuji Temple Ruins, and Benzaden Hall, allowing visitors to experience the history and culture of the Ryukyu Kingdom. Naminoe Shrine. Located on the cliffs beside Naminoe Beach. This is the most prestigious shrine in Okinawa. History. It is one of the sacred places where people have offered prayers to the gods of the land of the sea. God Nirakanai since ancient times for good catches and abundant harvests. It is believed to have been built at the beginning of the Muromachi period, but it has been a spiritual anchor for the people living in this area since before that. And it is said that ships coming in and out of Naha Port would head to Naminoe Shrine to pray for a safe journey and give thanks for a safe voyage. Attractions. The Worship Hall and Main Hall. The beautiful Worship Hall at Naminoe Shrine features a red tile roof unique to the Ryukyu Islands. The main hall follows traditional Japanese shrine architecture and has a solemn atmosphere. A hilltop with a spectacular view. Naminoe Shrine is built on a hilltop. And from the grounds you can see the cityscape of Naha and the East China Sea in the distance. The beautiful scenery, especially at dusk, makes it a popular photo spot. Next to the beach, Naminoe Beach is located just below Naminoe Shrine, so you can worship while enjoying the Okinawan Ocean. The view of Naminoe Shrine from the beach is beautiful, and the scenery blends nature and culture. Access methods. Access from Naha Airport. Naminoe Shrine is located in the center of Naha City, so it is very easy to access. Access by car. It takes about 10 minutes by car from Naha Airport to Naminoe Shrine. There is a parking lot near the temple grounds, but please be careful as it is easy to get lost. Yui Rail. Okinawa Urban Monorail. Get off at Asahibashi Station and walk for about 15 minutes. Bus. There is a convenient bus from Naha Bus Terminal to Naminoe Shrine. Things to note when visiting. 1. Visitor etiquette. Naminoe Shrine is a sacred place for the local people. When visiting a shrine, please observe the proper shrine etiquette: purifying yourself at the temazuya, bowing twice, clapping twice, bowing once, etc. And pray quietly. Busy times. The shrine gets very crowded during New Year's first shrine visits and on national holidays. Early mornings and weekdays are the best times to visit the shrine at a leisurely pace. Be mindful of the weather. Naminoe Shrine is located on high ground close to the sea, so you need to be careful of where you step on windy or bad weather days. Parking. The parking lot on the temple grounds is relatively small, so we recommend arriving early or using public transportation, especially during peak tourist seasons and events. Summary. Naminoe Shrine is a place where you can experience Okinawa's nature and history, and is one of the highlights of tourism in Naha City. Please enjoy a moment of quiet prayer with the majestic ocean as your backdrop. History of Gyokushendo Cave. Gyokushendo Cave is one of Japan's leading limestone caves, located in Nanjo City, Okinawa Prefecture. In the broad sense, it is a group of caves, with a total length of over 5,000 meters that developed in the Ohi River Basin in the southern part of Okinawa Island. But the tourist cave Gyokushendo in the narrow sense is about 800 meters long. It opened as a tourist cave called Gyokushendo in 1972, and in 1987 the world's first escalator was installed inside the cave. Attractions. Tuyuichido. It is so large that the main hall of Shuri Castle can be placed inside it. Among the various shaped stalactites and stalagmites found on the left, right, top and bottom of the walking path, many have distinctive names. Take a good look at the sites, such as Gajumaru Tree Line, Golden Sake Cup, Spear Ceiling, Silver Pillar, Substitute Cannon, Silver Aurora, Twisted Jizo, Drawing Curtain, and Galaxy Highway, and feel the mystery of nature while wondering, why do they have such names? Blue Fountain. One of the highlights of Gyokushendo Cave. The stalactites known as rimstones create a landscape resembling multiple lakes and marshes. The sound of water flowing through the rimstones and the rippling of the water's surface create a serene atmosphere in this place. The curtain is made up of many overlapping plate-like stalactites. It is rare for a stalactite to hang from the ceiling like this, and it is unique to Gyokushendo Cave. It is said that it took tens of thousands of years for it to grow this large. Golden Sake Cup. This extremely large stalactite is 2.5 meters high and has a circumference of 31 meters. It is the largest of its kind in Japan, known as a rimstone. The slightly yellowish stalactites filled with groundwater are truly beautiful and worthy of the name, Golden Sake Cup. Access methods. Access from Naha Airport. Access by car. Approximately 30 to 40 minutes by car from Naha Airport to Gyokushendo Cave. Bus. There is a bus bound for Gyokushendo Cave from Naha Bus Terminal, and it is a 10-minute walk from the bus stop. Rental cars and taxis. In addition to public transportation, it is convenient to use rental cars and taxis during your trip to Okinawa. Things to note when visiting. Temperature and humidity. Okinawa is hot in the summer, so many people wear light clothing. But the temperature inside the cave is quite cool at 21 C. So it is a good idea to bring a jacket to keep you comfortable. Some areas can be slippery due to humidity, so we recommend wearing comfortable shoes. Nature conservation. The stalactites in Gyokushendo Cave are extremely delicate. It is important to be careful not to touch the stalactites. Photography is permitted, but please note that the use of flash is prohibited in some areas. Busy times can be very busy during peak tourist season, especially during the day. For a more leisurely experience, it's best to come early in the morning or late in the afternoon. Summary: Gyokushendo Cave is a beautiful space created by nature over a long period of time, where you can feel the mystique of Okinawa's nature. Haimyuri Monument and Haimyuri Peace Memorial Museum. The Haimyuri Tower is a memorial monument for the students and teachers of the Okinawa Normal School, Women's Department and Okinawa Prefectural First Girls High School, who died during the Battle of Okinawa in 1945. It was built the year after the Battle of Okinawa, on top of the cave where the most casualties occurred at both schools. The Haimyuri Peace Memorial Museum opened on June 23, 1989, in order to pass on to future generations the horrors of war and the importance of peace. Attractions: Haimyuri Tower, a symbol of remembrance. The tower is surrounded by stone monuments bearing the names of the victims. Students and teachers from the Okinawa Normal School Women's Department and Okinawa Prefectural First Girls High School, who died in the Battle of Okinawa. Haimyuri Student Corps. 136 people, students and teachers other than the Haimyuri Student Corps. 91 people, totaling 227 people. Haimyuri Peace Memorial Museum. In the museum, you can see the belongings of the Haimyuri students, photos, video testimonies of survivors, a part of the Army Hospital Cave in Haibaru, and a diorama that recreates the inside of the Ahara 3rd Surgery Cave. In particular, the letters and diaries written during the battle reveal the suffering and hopes of these women. There are also video exhibits that will make you think deeply about the horrors of war and the importance of peace. Testimony exhibition room. Testimonies from former students who survived the Battle of Okinawa are on display, directly conveying their wartime experiences. To the east of the Haimyuri Peace Memorial Museum is the Hashigo Tower, where 62 students and faculty members of the private Okinawa Showa Girls High School are enshrined. Access by car. Approximately 40 minutes from Naha Airport. Free parking is available. Bus. Take the bus bound for Haimyuri Tower entrance from Naha Bus Terminal and walk for about 5 minutes from the bus stop. Things to note when visiting: visit in a quiet environment. The Haimyuri Tower and Museum are also places of remembrance for the victims. When visiting, you are asked to maintain a quiet attitude. It tends to get crowded, especially in the summer and during tourist seasons, so we recommend visiting early in the morning or on a weekday. Clothing and other preparations. Haimyuri Tower is outdoors, so you will need to bring a hat and sunscreen on sunny days, and rain gear in case of rain. Note on photography: in order to protect the materials and the viewing environment of the exhibition room, photography without permission is prohibited. If you would like to experience the exhibition contents at home, please use the guidebook. Photography is permitted in areas other than the exhibition room's lobby, courtyard, and within the Haimyuri Tower grounds. The Haimyuri Monument and Museum is a place to renew your feelings for peace. When you visit, please remember the perspective of war and spend your time quietly with a prayer for peace. Cape Zanpa. Cape Zanpa, a cliff of 30 meters high that stretches for about 2 kilometers, crashes into the rocks, sending up violent white spray, creating a majestic and masculine sight that is rare in the Okinawan Sea. On clear days, you can also see the Kurama Islands, and it is a spectacular spot known as the last place on Okinawa's main island to see the sunset. Attractions: Zanpa Cape Lighthouse, a large white lighthouse that is the symbol of Zanpa Cape and boasts the highest height of the Nansei Islands, at approximately 31 meters from the ground to the top of the lighthouse. You can climb to the top of the observation lighthouse, and from there, on a clear day with a good view of the East China Sea, you can see Aguni Island, Tanaki Island, Kume Island, and more. The 360-degree panoramic view from the observation deck is truly spectacular. Zanpa Cape Rest Square. Zanpa Cape Park and the adjacent Rest Square are truly a place of relaxation for the residents of Yamadan Village. With a site area of 450,000 square meters and a facility area of 11,800 square meters. It is equipped with a wide range of facilities, including a vast grassy plaza, a barbecue area, a skateboard park, various play equipment, a well-maintained rugby field, and a cafe, and is bustling with families on weekends. The giant Shisa, the largest in Okinawa, is 9 meters tall and is said to be enshrined, facing towards China to convey to future generations the era when trade with China flourished. Access about 30 minutes by car. Public road from Okinawa Kita IC on the Okinawa Expressway. Take a route bus from Naha Bus Terminal for about 75 minutes, get off at Yamadan Bus Terminal, then walk for about 25 minutes. From Naha Airport, take the airport limousine bus for about 90 to 120 minutes, get off at Okinawa Zanpamasaki Royal Hotel, then walk for about 6 minutes. Things to note when visiting: there is an unpaved section. Rough rocks from the parking lot to just before the lighthouse, so we recommend wearing comfortable shoes. There are no ropes or no entry signs on the quay. You can explore at your own discretion, but be careful because if you look too closely, you might feel like you're going to be sucked in. Summary: this scenic spot features 30 meters high cliffs stretching for about 2 kilometers, and is home to a climbable lighthouse, which is rare even nationwide. On clear days, you can see all the way to Tanaki Island and Kume Island, creating a spectacular view. There is also a large grassy recreation area nearby, which is equipped with various facilities and is bustling with families on weekends. It's a safe spot for families with children. Katsoren Castle ruins. Katsoren Castle, located on the hills at the base of the Katsoren Peninsula on the east coast of Okinawa Island, is a castle that is unique in that it is built taking advantage of the difference in elevation. It was ruled by 10 generations of Aji regional chiefs, but the reign of the 10th castle lord, Amawari, marked its end. Taking advantage of its geographical location, the castle gained economic and military power through transit trade, and attempted to follow a different path from the Shuri royal court, but was eventually destroyed by the Shuri royal court's military forces and fell into decline. In December 2000, it was registered as a World Heritage Site as part of the Gasuku Sites and Related Properties of the Kingdom of the Ryukyus, along with the Mid-Sea Road. It is one of the most popular tourist destinations in the Chubu region, attracting many tourists. Access methods: bus from Naha Bus Terminal, take the Yokatsu Line number 52 and get off at the Katsoren Danchi Mei bus stop, then walk for about 5 minutes. Rental car from Naha Airport, take the Okinawa Expressway, exit at Okinawa Kita IC, and continue along Route 16 until you see the Katsoren Castle rest area on your left. Approximate duration: 1 hour. Things to note when visiting: parking: there is a parking lot next to the Katsoren Castle ruins rest area that can accommodate about 40 cars. Comfortable shoes: Katsoren Castle ruins is built on high ground and has a steep slope. Comfortable walking shoes are recommended. Toilets: there are no toilets at Katsoren Castle, so you can use the rest area below. Summary: Katsoren Castle is famous as the castle of Amawari, who brought prosperity to Katsoren through overseas trade in the 15th century. It was listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2000. Katsoren Castle is said to be an impregnable castle built on a natural cliff, and its walls are gracefully curved, exuding feminine beauty. Once you reach the top, you can enjoy a panoramic view of the sparkling blue waters of the Pacific Ocean, making this one of Okinawa's most scenic spots. Cape Maeda: Cape Maeda in Ona village on the main island of Okinawa has become a famous tourist spot for its blue cave, but in fact, Cape Maeda alone is surrounded by nature and has a beautiful view, making it an attractive tourist spot. The Blue Cave has remained popular for decades due to the wonderful environment and facilities of Cape Maeda, as well as the unique topography of Cape Maeda that makes the surrounding sea easy to swim in. Attractions: Maeda Cape Promenade. On the promenade of Cape Maeda, you can enjoy a walk along the path, where you can see Okinawa's unique pandanus trees, hermit crabs, fireflies at night, coconut crabs, and more. Backyard of Cape Maeda. The spacious backyard with a beautiful lawn features the Maeda Cape Observatory, where you can enjoy a panoramic view of the beautiful ocean of Maeda Cape. The sea around Cape Maeda is full of tropical fish and the water is very beautiful. The triangular shape of Cape Maeda is a great spot to view the scenery from the Cape Maeda Observatory. The triangular shape of Cape Maeda blocks the waves, creating ocean conditions that make it easy to swim to the Blue Cave. During the summer, when the number of tourists is at its highest, you can enjoy the calm sea, mysterious caves that shine blue, abundant coral and tropical fish. Ona village is conveniently located for these reasons. For over 20 years, it has been a popular tourist spot in Okinawa where tourists and locals can easily enjoy snorkeling and diving. Anyone, including children, the elderly, beginners, and people who can't swim at all, can easily go to the Blue Cave by joining a Blue Cave tour organized by a diving shop. Access: bus from Naha Airport to Kuranami bus stop. About 1.5 hours. There is no arrival at Maeda Cape, so you will need to walk 15 minutes or take a taxi from the nearby bus stop Kuranami bus stop. Car rental: 55 minutes from Naha Airport to Maeda Misaki public parking lot via Okinawa Expressway. Precautions when visiting: precautions before participating in the Blue Cave tour. Before participating in the Blue Cave tour, you must fill out an application form disclaimer confirmation form to confirm your medical history and age. Check the medical history, medication history, and medical history of all participants. Please check with all participants in advance. If you have any doubts, please contact a diving shop that offers Blue Cave tours to see if you can participate. Accidents occur every year on Blue Cave tours. Please do not be overconfident and participate with safety as your first priority. You can experience a variety of activities such as parasailing, banana boat, and sea walking in combination with the Blue Cave tour. Kauri Island. Kauri Island is a small island, surrounded by emerald green sea in the northern part of Okinawa's main island. In 2005, the approximately 2 km Kauri Bridge was opened connecting it to the neighboring island of Yagaji, making it an island accessible by car from the main island of Okinawa. History. Kauri Island belongs to Nikijin village in the northern part of Okinawa's main island, and has long been known affectionately as the Island of Love and the Island of the Gods. This is because the origin of the name, Korajima, is said to be Kujima Love Island, and because there is an Okinawan version of the Adam and Eve legend. Kauri Island was under the influence of the Ryukyu Kingdom for a long time, and agriculture and fishing were the island's main industries. Currently, it has developed significantly as a tourist destination and welcomes many tourists. Attractions. Kauri Bridge. The gateway to Kauri Island, Kauri Ohashi Bridge, is a 2 km long bridge that connects Yagaji Island and Kauri Island. The bridge stretches straight out towards the island, and is a scenic spot surrounded by the sea, which has a beautiful gradation from emerald blue to marine blue. You will feel as exhilarated as if you were running over the sea. In addition to driving by car, we also recommend renting a bicycle and cycling while enjoying the sea breeze. Kauri Beach. This beach is located just after crossing the Kauri Bridge. You can see the emerald green ocean and the Kauri Bridge. Not only can you enjoy the scenery, but there are also plenty of marine activities available. There are stylish cafes and souvenir shops scattered around the beach, so you can enjoy a meal and pick out souvenirs after having fun on the beach. At night, you can see a starry sky. Why not take a walk on the beach at night and listen to the sound of the waves? Tainu Beach. Hard Rock. Tainu Beach, located on the north side of the island, opposite the Kauri Bridge. It's a small, secluded beach, but it has beautiful white sand and clear blue water. Hard Rock, which has been used as a location for TV commercials and has been featured in magazines, is located at Tainu Beach. The two rocks jutting out of the sea overlap to form a beautiful heart shape, making it known as a power spot for love fulfillment, and it is crowded with tourists taking commemorative photos. If you are going as a couple, we recommend going in the evening. It is a spot with a beautiful sunset, so the beautiful sunset will create a good mood. Kauri Ocean Tower. Kauri Ocean Tower is an observation tower 82 meters above sea level that offers a panoramic view of the crystal clear blue gradation ocean and the surrounding islands. From the parking lot to the observation tower, you ride in an automated cart. It takes about 8 minutes to walk through a garden filled with Okinawan plants such as cycads and camphor trees. The observation tower is equipped with restaurants and souvenir shops, as well as a shell museum displaying over 10,000 shells from around the world. There are also heart-shaped shells, so be sure to look for them. From the ocean deck on the roof of the observation tower, you can enjoy a spectacular view of the emerald green ocean. This is the only place where you can see the spectacular view of Kauri Island from high up. It's a great photo spot, so don't forget to take a photo to commemorate your visit to Kauri Island. Access by car. Approximately 1 hour and 30 minutes by car from Naha Airport. Access via the Okinawa Expressway and Kyoto Interchange. It is common to rent a car. Public transport. You can also get there by bus from Naha City, but you will need to transfer and the journey will take about 3 hours. Things to note when visiting Kauri Bridge. Many tourists visit the bridge, and many cars stop there to take photos. But parking is prohibited on the bridge. Kauri Island is attractive for its abundant nature, but there are concerns that an increase in tourists will have an impact on the environment. Please take your trash home with you from the beach and be considerate of the natural environment. Sunburn and heat stroke prevention. The sun is strong in Okinawa in summer, so be sure to bring sunscreen, a hat, and drinks. Summary. Kauri Island is a wonderful place to enjoy Okinawa's beautiful nature and unique culture. When crossing the bridge, you can drive through the waters that are so clear that even the Uchinonshu Okinawans praise them highly. The beautiful scenery has made this an island that attracts many tourists. Compared to larger islands such as Ishigaki Island and Miyako Island, Kauri Island is easily accessible from the main island, allowing you to enjoy the remote island atmosphere at a reasonable price. Because it is a small remote island, the island's original scenery and untouched nature remain, and time passes slowly. The carefully selected hidden spots in Okinawa that we have introduced this time include places that are well known as tourist destinations, as well as little-known spots, and each one offers a unique experience. Why not visit Okinawa to relieve your daily fatigue?